both these teams get ready to go. The lovely Nordiques gonna take on the Boston Redbones in their home territory. Leading off here with the Donkey Kong, as the teams are a bit backwards. That's a great hit down the line, though, and the Nordiques starting off hot. Huge hit from DK there to get things started 1-0. I know we saw him a couple minutes ago. If you weren't watching the Matt Gree stream, we were just there, and DK had the 2-run homer courtesy of the plant in left field to be able to tie the ball game, and it looks like he's going to continue that hot hand here in game 1. Boo going for a slap, but not going to work out, at least so far. But exciting to see how things switch up here. I just realized also the other thing is backwards. A nice strikeout there. Is Dixie gonna get on the bump here? You can see that Pink Menace only batting .385 for the season so far. Yoshi, on the other hand, a nice 533 through 15 at bats, over 500. Toadsworth obviously doing pretty well himself, hitting .417. So he's just gonna be swinging for the fences here, as Dixie Kong is going to try to, stem the bleeding a little bit, but not going to be able to do so there. Toadsworth gets a huge rip on that, and the Nordiques going to take a huge 3-0 lead here, starting off hot here and looking to continue the momentum here with Daisy now. Already have 3 on the board, looking for more, but Daisy going to hit a liner right to Yoshi, cleans it up, and the Boston Redbones have been welcomed into Season 8 with a 3-run deficit. Now gonna try to bounce back here, have a star chance as well as 5 stars in the tank for this Yellow Madge. His first plate appearance here, and it's gonna be an out. The star 1 for the Nordiques. You got Hammerbro up to bat. And this is the first time we're seeing the squad here, as Hammerbro is gonna bounce back as well. A lot of perfects so far in this game, just 2. But a great hit there up the middle gets them on the board. The Redbones not looking to go down without a fight and responding quickly here in the bottom of the first. We're going to see what these teams are made of. Obviously, it's still very early in the season. We know that the Nordiques are 1-3, but that won't define them, at least after this series. Obviously, the Redbones still have to at least show up in one game to see how they'll fare against the whole. And then we'll finally have those standings complete over there, as the Hunter-Gatherers just played the Mercs, dropping that one. And all 16 teams will be represented as we get a nice strike out there. So Boo getting through that. 11 innings pitched. Doesn't have the best ERA, but hopefully looking to clean it up here. Like we said, a lot of bounce back potential. Baby Mario not going to be able to go for a wall jump. A little bit too late on it. Ends up being a dive. And we got Shy Guy there at second base. Red Para up to bat. And a continuous momentum here. The Nordiques, known largely in the past for their defensive tactics, are starting off hot here. Something you love to see. Diddy gonna be up against Dixie here, rocking the Four Seasons uniform. That one's gonna be caught there. We're gonna get tagged up for 2. A little bit of a miscommunication there from the third base line coach. Wow, that was a lot of English. The third base coach there not sending his runner back, and it's gonna result in the Nordiques giving up 2 there. The chemistry adding there, as we have a lot of Yoshis in this game. 3 to be, in fact, all 3 of them in this division. It's the Redbones, quite the defensive squad. I mean, I guess you could say maybe not so much with Baby Mario, but even then you have all the Yoshis there. You got Mario and Luigi. Luigi probably settling in at first base for that 9-3 out. So a bunch of potential defensive plays here. You love to see it. Boston Red Bones not really rocking a Bowser or any bones in this series. Luigi gonna send that up the middle. You have Yoshi there, but it doesn't even need the clamber. It's just gonna die short. Almost a little too short. You almost dropped the ball, but able to recover it, get the out, and we go to the top of the third here. DK is gonna be up to bat. Had that solo shot to lead things off in the first inning. Almost gets a piece of that one just on the inside. And he gets that one, though. That's going to be a great hit there. DK going to be 2 for 2 in this game. Certainly increasing that average. Has been struggling. And Boo also has been struggling, and it's a double play. This Boo through 16 has only got 1 hit, which is not what you want with, you know, one of your star pitchers. You know, he's a two-way player in Butani, but not going to capitalize on it here. Another Yoshi egg. And I'm starting to wonder if I would have walked the Pink Menace. I guess it ends up working out there, but this Pink Menace has not been batting very well. And so to walk him just to get Yoshi up, especially with the Thwomps here, well, usually retain the home run power of the squad, but be a quick first out there for the Nordiques. Another star chance on the line. The Red Bones looking to get back to the top of their lineup. As Dixie gonna try to get on to provide Madge with an opportunity to put more runners in position, and we swing at that third pitch. Almost got hit. I was ready to say we get plunked, but we took the bait, swung right through it, and that's the inning over. The Boston Red Bones, outside of that one Hammer Bro hit, the perfect, gonna result in nothing in Toadsworth. Gonna certainly capitalize on all the plethora of stars that they got there, and just gonna gain one right back. Daisy gonna try and let it rip. Unfortunately unable to connect there. Yoshi gonna turn 1 and 2. Even without the chemistry there from shortstop to first base, still gonna be able to get it in time. Shy Guy. We've seen a lot of these star swings with this Shy Guy. I wouldn't be shocked if we see one here. Might just see a plain charge, though. And we are. And I wonder if you get Yoshi there, if that would have been caught. Unfortunately, we'll never know, as Yoshi ends up watching from the sidelines a little bit. Luigi trying to make a diving stop and unable to do so. And Red Para really gets a nice piece of that. And, I mean, you have so many defensive options. I'm curious as to why the Red Bones are putting Birdo in center field when, you know, you could use Yoshi out there for that clamber, but it's probably ultimately due to the fact that, you know, you do have those like connections in that middle infield. You have Baby Mario in left field, you have regular Mario in right field. Both of them throwing to a Yoshi, certainly going to be fruitful, but we'll have to see how fruitful end up being, as it may be costly. A nice egg up the middle, though. And Yoshi still not selected. Ran all around. Gonna get the star back in return. And Yoshi now with some chem. Let's see how he can respond here. And it's going to be Soured on the inside. Red Para going to avoid that gracefully. And the beautiful dive there to recover off the overextension there. So we go to the top of the 5th now. Nordiques up 2. Strong first inning, but the offense has been quiet for both these squads ever since then. Welcome in, Dreamer. Hope you're doing well. This Dixie has certainly settled in, except for Donkey Kong and the KO bobble. I was worried for a second. Oh, we didn't send. I was worried for a second that after the bobble, Mario would have caught on fire. Didn't end up resulting in that. And P. Lovely, honorable man, gonna just let that settle for a single. So we got first and second. The rare boost slap working out. The Pink Menace gonna, I'm certain, gonna burn through all the stars. Maybe not. We have to have that patience here. Look for that pitch. I feel like that was hittable. That is absolutely ripped without the star. We're sending back for some reason. Oh no, this is gonna be an out at second base and almost a double play. That was way too high in the sky to be wall jumped, and Just a little bit of lack of awareness there on the base path. It's going to be an out. We could have had, certainly we could have had a run score, but at least we could have had no outs and had the bases loaded. But instead, we're going to have the bases loaded with Yoshi. Toadsworth's going to have a star. And honestly, you're feeling pretty good here if you're P-Love, but got to make that contact. And Dixie is certainly in a hole here. Not what you wanted. Got bailed out a little bit. But if she can get out of this, you've got to be feeling good. And that's the pitch, and we don't swing on it. And Dixie celebrating after that inning. What could have been a disaster of an inning for the Redbones ends up being a bailout. And they're going to take advantage of it. The Nordiques, however, still in the lead, still in control of this ball game. We do play until the 7th inning. That's going to be down the line. Mario going to have to get just a single there, but a nice starter for the inning. You got Luigi up. He's going to swing and miss through that one. Make that 0-2 the count. The Mario brothers from Brooklyn going to try to carry the offensive load. Yoshi going to pick that one up, and we're going to have 2 on here. You got Baby Mario. I was wondering if we had a Yoshi after this. Could you imagine the double chemistry here? But not going to happen. Baby Mario, a great slap, but not this time around, as we're going to just get the one out. Not going to drop the ball intentionally, as we've seen teams do for a variety of reasons in this stadium. I believe the evil tendencies of Lord Bowser have infiltrated some of these squads, enabling them to do some more malicious deeds, such as the intentional drop for double plays. But not here. The lovely Nordiques, although they are the away team, still going to be honorable in this. And the Redbones, after getting 2 on to start off that inning, again looking hot, just not able to get the runners to score. We've had that a couple times from both squads here. Able to lead off well, but you got to deliver. And Yoshi gonna have to go for the tongue catch. Almost let it drop right behind him. Shy Guy going for the nice slap down the line. Baby Mario is gonna misplay it. My goodness, that's the horror that you have with Baby Mario. Tried to go for, I think it was trying to go for a dive, but ended up being a jump because there was no dash. But not gonna matter there. We got Shy Guy going to third, and another potential runner could score here. Diddy gonna have to get a nice hit here. Just a solid slap down. Past Yoshi's the hard part. Who needs honor when you get the win? This is true. Some people say as long as you win by any means necessary. And certainly it is a philosophy that I don't necessarily disagree with. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, because at the end of the day, history looks at the winner. They don't look at how they got there, they just see who won. And this Hammer Bro is really trying to do the most for the squad, but ever since that first at bat, now is 1 for 3. It's been struggling. There's no stars here for the Redbones. So you see 0-2 already. Falling behind. Try to get a nice pitch on the inside. Just gonna be a ball. And that's the strike you need. Boo is pitching excellent this one. A gem. Really bouncing back. As Birdo gets a huge rip in that. It's going to be off the thwomp. We're going to see a throw at second. Birdo going to slide in safely, though. No stars required, but going to get that star back. That'll be DK reaching out there. A nice leap there, and it's still a 2-run deficit. A 5-hit difference here, and DK has been automatic in this one. I believe 3 for 3. Looking to make it 4. And that's going to be Birdo there, though. It's bobbled, but Birdo will get that anyways. I was just about to jinx it, I guess. But Birdo, the very rare bobble. I feel like it's not something you see too often. And not going to matter too much there. Is you get a quick second out here. And the Nordiques with the potential here to go up. Need to line up this bat with the Pink Menace. who is struggling, has a 36% strikeout rate. That's going to be an out there. So going to drop down to 3 of 15 on the season. I mean, the 3 hits have been huge, but outside of that, not much else to speak of. Oh, and Diddy not going to be able to get it off the rebound. You can see DK trying to throw it up, even when catching fire like that. Trying to help out his buddy in left field, but unfortunately, Diddy not paying attention. So we already got 0-2 the count, making a strikeout. So Luigi's night is going to be done. Mario at first, baby Mario at home. Tying run is at the plate, but we're going to see a bobble instead of a double play, and it's going to be safe at first. The Boston Red Bones with an opportunity here. What could have been a game-ending double play ends up in DK with the butterfingers, letting that slide in. We'll see how this pans out now. And we have a rally here. 1 out, 3 on. Madge with 2 stars. And we burn 1. Oh dear. This is an intense moment for both squads, and DK gonna get 1, and you have Hammer Bro up. The question is, do you pitch? Especially with just a Yoshi up to bat next. We might be trying to bait some swings here. We might be actually pitching. This is Bro's moment. He's been carrying. He scored the 1 earlier. He could walk it off here. That's a great pitch on the inside. 2-1 the count here. Boo, waiting, trying to read the pitch that he wants. Bro, sitting there waiting. As we get the 3-1 pitch, it's going to be a walk. A good decision there. Yoshi going to have to get a good read on this ball. As we get a first pitch there, it is going to be a strike. Boston Red Bones want to get their first win. The Nordiques trying to bounce back, and they're gonna get the bounce back, get the win there. A thriller there at the end. The base is loaded. Smart pitching there, bails them out, gets the 3-2 victory, and DK is gonna be your MVP. A huge win there, gonna bring the Nordiques to 2-3 on the season. The Boston Red Bones gonna drop to 0-1. You end up playing about a total of 10 series by the time you're done. So it's definitely a good time and fun to keep track and follow up. We're going to see the stats adjusting here. I'm going to try to flip everything as best I can. Perfect. Everything should be good, as that's going to be a great Birdo egg there. Female's going to get the lead off, as the home team is going to be P-Love in this one. And have Toadsworth up, and we have Righty Bro. Not sure if that was a mistake or intentional. I know we were using Lefty Bro last time, so we'll see how it pans out here, especially with, you know, that left field. It could be intentional. You don't have, I guess, I mean, there's no wall jump period on this team, but at least you don't have to worry about a super jump, but you also don't have to worry about it either if you just don't get a hit. So we're going to see that Madge get on. So 2 stars already used here for the Red Bones. As Yoshi going to charge. Has some chem. Yoshi, 6 at-bats between the 2 Yoshis last game for the Red Bones, and still looking for a hit. That one's going to be deep, but we got Yoshi out there ready to clean it up. And we got Birdo going to third, Madge staying at first. We got first and third situation here. Toadsworth, the vet, certainly familiar with this game. Long-time expert. We're going to see another star, DK. Going to try to pick it up and a dive, and we're going to invest 3 stars that inning and get nothing. We got the Birdo star, we got the Madge star, and then we have the Mario star and nothing. But we got a youngster. I mean, we have the rookie literally versus the veteran here, and baby Mario taking the bump. His first of the season and feeling the pressure against DK. That's going to be crushed, and DK is going to continue the success in this one. He's had a great game. You got Green Shy Guy as well, a backup pincher potentially there. As Boo's going to let that one rip. Mario is going to have to bounce off the wall. DK, again, another misplay from the Nordiques. It was a close play at the wall. I understand it, but it's already cost them a couple times. The chemistry there is huge, though. I mean, we got to point that out. That's twice now in this series that a little bit of a misread from right field has led to an out at second base. That'll be Yoshi getting jammed. Mario gonna pick it up. So we have first and second still. Toadsworth up to bat. 5 stars in the tank. As the pitcher's gonna try to take it into his own hands. Up against the rookie. Huge rip there. Unable to get that one to go. As Baby Mario's going to try to paint the corner. And we got the full count here. 2 outs. 3-2 pitch. As Baby Mario going to throw it to second base. A little bit of a breather there. Trying to relax and see what they can do. And we're going to strike out. Toadsworth going to invest the star. Baby Mario with his first career strikeout of the National Netplay League Season 8. It's a good start there. Got to be a reassuring one, but at this rate, it may be a pitcher's duel. An instant classic already. The vet versus the rookie is Yoshi going to try to get one to land, but Diddy going to clean it up again. Great defense from the left fielder out there. And Yoshi still 0 for 7 now, or 0 for 8 probably at this rate. Maybe Mario gonna try and fix the offense here. Said, fine, guys. If you won't do it, I'll do it myself. And we got a man on first. 2 outs. Green Shy Guy. Gonna look for a nice slap here. You have Birdo up. Could give her some chem. And a couple charge pitches. Try to throw off the timing a little bit. Try to mix up the reactions as well. That's going to be soured, but we got DK for some reason instead of Boo. And it'll land in foul territory. 2-2 pitch here for Green Shy Guy, and he's going to strike out. So it's going to be a clean inning there for the Nordiques again. Looking to see if they can add a little bit of offense. Really cooled off after that first inning. Haven't had much since then. They've had a couple hitters, you know. Yoshi going to bobble it, but easily recover it, especially with the aid of that tongue catch. We got a star chance here. We're not going to use the star, but it's going to be Deep Mario out there. Going to be out number 2. A star can be gained for Baby Mario and the Red Bones, donning the red cap on the mound. So we get the 0-2 pitch here. Gonna be a take there on the outside. That's a great rip there. Luigi's in position, though, and a great super jump there in left field. These left fielders really showing us how the defense should be played there, with Diddy Kong and Luigi both making fantastic catches. And Birdo in the gap. Yoshi exists, though, and that's going to be an out. It's hard to get it in this center field, especially with that dino out there. And we got this bro. Had the 1 home run, you know, in game 1, but has been quiet since. Already behind the count here. That'll be on the inside. Yoshi gonna not tongue catch. A late maneuver there. We weren't dashing, so it ends up just being a jump, and it's gonna be, I would call it an error there, honestly. It is gonna result in a hit there for Bro, but another hit down the line. We're gonna see Bro going home. DK not gonna get the cutoff, and it's gonna be a 1-0 ball game. A costly mistake there for the Nordiques. Ends up in the Breadbones taking their first lead of the regular season. And you know the vet is not happy with that on the bump. Obviously not pleased with giving up that second hit there, but certainly doesn't want to be blamed for that run. Certainly going to talk to the stats man after this game to ensure that Yoshi gets that error. We get the strikeout. And we're about to See how deep these Yoshis go. That's going to be a hit there. Red Parrot not going to be able to get it, and a nice hit from Mario there as he sends himself back to first base. Good communication there, telling him to retreat. And we got 2 already and counting. As Red Parrot is going to clean it up, though. So you did get the 2. Should have really potentially only have been 1, but who knows how the game could have shifted at that point. As we get a beautiful slap there from Diddy. Couldn't ask for a better spot. Finds the gap between everyone. And I just noticed we did have that adjustment there where I mentioned in game 1 we had the Boston Red Bones with Berto in center field. I think now making the adjustment. We'll see how it pans out ultimately. You do have the chemistry for the double play as well at first base with that Berto. DK charging indefinitely. Doesn't matter if you charge early or late. It's the same 100% to my knowledge. So we'll see the 3-2 pitch here. That is ripped and crushed, and they're going to tie it back up. Diddy Kong retreating just in case, but probably trying to just celebrate with DK. As Baby Mario has been welcomed into the league. Giving up his first 2 in the bottom of the 3rd, and Boo finally charging a bit more in this series. I opted to go for a lot of slaps here. And that's going to be an out. Wow, I was going to say it was going to be a beauty, but Madge is there on the corner. We got the Pink Menace 5 of these. And that is crushed as well. Baby Mario falling into shambles here as the Pink Menace waves his hands in the air like he just don't care. Gonna give them the lead 3-2 and looking like last game here as the Nordiques take the 3-2 lead. And here we are only in the bottom of the 3rd. The offense is looking a little more alive here. Finally, you love to see it for the Nordiques. Berto gets the 2nd out of the inning. That is down the line, but going to be fouled. Toadsworth has had a couple good hits. Had the perfect in game 1. Had a couple star swings as well that were beautiful. And that'll be just straight into left field. Luigi going to clean it up. But the Boston Red Bones certainly have work to do. Scoring 2, you had to feel good, but the Nordiques respond so in front of their home crowd. And we have a misplay there. A little bit of an overrun. Yoshi going for 3. And it's going to be in there safely. Not even going to need to slide under the tag. It's going to make it right on time. As we got Baby Mario. Again, got the first hit that first time. Trying to see if he can salvage it. And it's going to be, oh my gosh. It's going to be safe at 3rd. Well, what a close play. Daisy really trying to change the momentum in this one, as we're going to see Shy Guy going for a bit of a bunt attempt potentially. They just want to tie it up, bring that runner home. That's going to be popped up, and you can't run. DK is there. Even if it wasn't DK, Diddy still has a cannon on his own right. And the Red Bones are, you know, you had the potential. You had the leadoff runner on 3rd base. And you would hate to see them fall here. You have Captain Berto. But we're going to pop it up. Diddy going to get under it. Not going to bobble it thanks to the glue hand. And the Boston Red Bones certainly going to beat themselves up over that one. After starting it off so hot. Just unable to convert. Daisy gonna pop that one up. Also been having not the hottest start to her season. Batting .250, only 4 hits on 16 at-bats. That Shy Guy had a good piece of that. A little on the inside. Definitely a bit early, though. It's Baby Mario. Gonna try and bounce back here. That's a great hit, but Mario is there for the wall jump. Gonna rob that home run. That's why we have wall jump in these games. It's certainly a detriment if you don't have it. Mario gonna get another wall jump. That was beautiful. I wasn't sure if that was gonna even be over the wall, if it was gonna stay fair, but Mario making a fantastic defensive play and trying to earn a gold glove this season. That'll be bro. Finally awakening here. I think that hit up to center field in his last at bat. courtesy of the Yoshi misplay, really boosted his confidence here. As we have a tie ball game now, 3-3, top of the 5th. No outs. Madge up to bat and gonna burn a star. And this Madge, so far, has been hit or miss, and more misses than hits. Depending who, you can easily see these Madges average about 700, but oh, what a recovery there from the Pink Menace. Almost jumped over it. A quick last second dive from the big fella. Able to get the out and keep the bleeding to none. And Yoshi gonna be 0 for 9 now between the two. Certainly not what you want to see. I know that they're your defensive duo, but you need some offense from them too. And the offense isn't coming from the Dinos. Outside of Birdo, Birdo's had a couple good hits. But is the defense enough? Are they overcoming their offensive struggles with their defensive plays? One could argue no. But we'll see here as Baby Mario having to face the gauntlet again of DK. That is crushed. Mario's going to have to try and make a play, and it's going to be just in reach. Mario at the apex of his jump, able to record that out. A huge one at that to keep this a tied ball game. Just what you want to see there. Baby Mario certainly happy with his grown-up self over there in right field. He's definitely got to tip the cap. As Yoshi going to try to recover this one. That's going to be safe at first, though. Yoshi with such a weak arm. If you have to use that tongue catch off a ball that hits the ground, oh, it's so detrimental. But even more detrimental could be one swing of this branch. As Baby Mario gonna be upset with that one, but you won't be upset if you can get out of this unscathed. You have Yoshi with 2 stars. The captain. We'll see how it pans out here. Not gonna use a star though. I think we're just swinging for the fences. That one's way outside. 2 on here. Could give Nordiques the lead. We're gonna burn the star and miss, and Baby Mario's celebrating there on the bump. Certainly happy to get out of there without giving up a single run. A very clutch moment for the youngster, as both these pitchers are going to start feeling the pressure. The vet versus the rookie, like we said. We got Para out there going for the jump and makes it. Beautiful play in right field. A lot of great defense in this game. This series has gone back and forth on the defensive end. But at the end of the day, you do need to score at least one more than your opponent to win this game. As Yoshi going to hit it into center field. Yoshi able to recover it. 4 out, number 2. And you look at the small things, and one leads to another. One prevented run could now be the reason you're down or out of this game. And that's why we have a tie ball game here. Not the cleanest plays in some parts from both sides. The star chance. Baby Mario perfect into the stands out there, but Baby Mario gonna get the sour instead. You hate to see it. The perfect into sour. Gonna win the star as well for the Nordiques, as they are the home team. We only got one more inning after this. That'll be up the middle, and Birdo's not gonna be able to make a play on it. You gotta wonder, does Yoshi make that one? Probably not. This Daisy's been struggling though. A lot of the inside pitches. And it's going to get soured on the inside again. Mario able to clean it up. Gets that quick out, number 1. Shy Guy. Trying to look like a fly guy. As that one's going to get right to right field. No play at third. As we held off. Stay at second and first. And the Nordiques with an opportunity here. Para charging. Had that great one down the line that Mario was just able to wall jump. And that's going to be another one in the gap there that we mentioned. Toadsworth rounding and going home. Birdo going to make the throw, and it's safe. Hammer Bro not able to get the tag in time, and Red Para with the RBI single. And the Nordiques going to continue it here. I was hoping we'd see a star swing low-key. But that was such a send and an intentional drop here. And we got him off the bag. It's going to be a double play. The maliciousness from the Red Bones. Feeling right into the bone. Gonna try and end the inning there. And that's crazy. Doesn't want to give up anything. The Red Bones are down 1. And they got green, Shy Guy. A dive there, going to be not a bait. Going to end up being a double there. And you have Birdos, a star. You're definitely going to see this star used. I have no doubts about that. Maybe not. I don't see the R. We're just charging. Trying to save it for Madge later is probably the play. And I respect that. It's a good decision. Good strike on the inside. Definitely don't want to walk here. You don't want to walk here with Bro up to bat. It'll be jammed. Para is going to get under it. Are we going to see a tag up? No. No tag up. This isn't going to be a walk-off, but you're going to have the hit by pitch there. I agree with that. Rather than burn a star, of course, if you can. This match has been struggling on the season. But if he can come up big here, give the Red Bones at least a tie, we're going to burn the star. We're going to be charging now. Maybe it was a tactical charge. DK going to get one, maybe two. And the Red Bones down to their last out here. 2-on. The vet trying to take it into his own hands. Ran it home to be that 4th run. Wants to shut it down here. That's in the gap. Diddy Kong in left field is going to make it off the jump. A little bit of a scare there. But the Nordiques are going to get the sweep and take their record to 3-3, going back to 500. The Red Bones getting swept in their opening series.